it's Jen LeBlanc and we're working our arms and upper body today. We're going to be using weights, and I have here cans. Now the small cans are about 3/4 of a pound and larger cans are big heavy 1.5 pounds. Choose your weight or nothing at all, not a problem. Let's get warmed up. Roll the shoulders back. So the purpose of a warm-up is to warm up the muscles that we're going to use for the workout ahead. And since we're doing upper body, this warm-up is mostly upper body, obviously. We're going to roll the shoulders around. Now, if you have shoulder discomfort or a shoulder replacement, you don't need to extend those arms. You can just keep the arms bent and roll the shoulders. It's a little easier on those shoulder joints. We're going to go forward now because we use different muscles when we go forward as opposed to backward. Keep the tummy tight as you roll the shoulders around. Keep protecting that lower back. Again, we're going to bend those elbows. You don't have to have the arm fully extended. And now we're going to reach high. Feel this stretch down the side of the body. Keep those knees soft as you reach high, crossing the body. And then we're going to reach it forward. Again, you want to feel this in the back and your shoulders. Really reach it. You're warming these muscles up. And then we're going to reach it down now as well, trying to get toward the floor. There we go. Extend the one leg, keeping one leg straight and bending the other knee. And you're really going to feel this in the inner thighs as well. So just warming up all these muscles, core muscles. Now we're going to tap the toe to the side and swing the arms up. Don't forget to breathe as you bring the arms up. You can go as fast as slow as you'd like. I'm just an example here. Now we're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height and cross them in front. And you can switch which arm goes on top if you like. Feel the stretch in your back at the shoulder blades. Good. Now we're going to bring our arms up. This is kind of like a jumping jack. Now I don't do jumping jacks anymore, so if you'd like to jump, go ahead, but you can just tap the toes out to the side. And again, if it's too much to lift your arms up over your head, you can just bend the arms and bring them up to shoulder height. That's just fine. Getting that heart rate up. You should be warming up here. We're going to bring it back to a march. Take some deep breaths in. And then we're going to push the ceiling away because we're going to have a party here. Lifting those knees, keeping the tummy tight, warming up the shoulders, having some fun with it. Now we're pushing the walls away, feeling the shoulders warming up. That heart rate should be going now because you have all 4 limbs going. And then we're going to slow it down, bringing those knees up nice and high and pushing the floor away. You might even feel this in your abdominals because it's those ab muscles that pull those legs up. Don't forget to breathe as you bring the legs up. Now we're going to punch it out again. Keep your hands in a fist and give it a little more vigor than we did with the last reach forward. Don't forget to breathe as you punch. Breathe out. Exhale on the exertion. And then we're going to do some uppercuts. So feeling that in the shoulders, both in the front and the back of the shoulder muscles. Good. Awesome work. Now join the hands together, and if you can, rotate side to side. And if this is too much, if this is just too vigorous for you, you don't have to rotate as completely as I am here. So you just watch how much you twist, especially those with osteo. You can just move the arms up and down, and you're feeling that warmth and motion through the upper body. Good work. We just want to get moving here, telling our body that we're going to start working, get that heart rate up. Good. And we can just roll those shoulders back And I think we're nice and warm now, so we're ready to get started with our actual exercises. Take a couple deep breaths in and exhale one more time up and let it go. Great. Okay, now pick up those weights if you wish. If you have weights at home, that's great, but I do know some people don't have weights, so I've suggested just using some cans. And like I said, this is just fine for now. So we're gonna punch it forward with the hand palm down, turn the hand and pull it back. This is a push and pull exercise. This is really an activity of daily living. How often do we push open a door and pull open a drawer? So this is strengthening those arm muscles that we use every day. So exhale as you push, inhale as you bring it back, exhale. Good work. Now let's do the other side. So you're rotating that can. Good. And rotate it. Punch it forward and pull it back. Good. And be in control the entire time. I'm just trying to show you the different angles here. Punch it forward, rotate, and pull it back. Punch it forward. So you're working that forearm with the rotation of the wrist. And then you're also working those shoulder muscles at the back, as well as your biceps. Roll the shoulders back. Now we're going to keep our elbows close to our rib cage. Our knees are nice and soft, and we're bringing those cans down, just stopping at the leg, and bring them up to the shoulders. Exhaling as you bring those arms up, the hands up. Keep the elbows close to your rib cage. Keep the tummy tight. Exhale. Inhale as you bring it down. Good. A few more here. Now we're going to do, here's what we were going to do. Another activity of daily living. How many times do we have to pick something up off of the counter and put it high into the cupboard? Now, if it's too much to bring it high into the cupboard, you can see here I'm modifying. I'm just going a little bit higher, just at shoulder height and pushing it forward. But if you can, bring it right up to the top shelf. There you go. Good work. Don't forget to exhale as you reach high. Excellent. Let's try the other side now. And you may not use your less dominant hand for putting things away, but it's important to strengthen that side as well. And again, we're using our shoulder, we're using the bicep muscle and the forearm with the twisting motion. And press it up. Again, I'm just showing you here that you don't have to go as high if it's too much for your shoulder to lift that arm up. Exhale as you lift. Good work. Roll the shoulders back. So I'm just moving the chair out of the way here. Now we're going to do some rows. So you're putting your weight on that front leg, keeping the tummy tight, and you can see I have a straight back here. You don't have to have your leg all the way back. I'm just showing you some modifications. So you can have it close to you if you wish, or if you can, put that leg all the way back, and you're bringing that elbow past the rib cage. Keep the head up, and really think about that shoulder blade going to the spine. Exhale as you lift. Now we're going to do some tricep extension. You want to keep the palm facing to the floor. You're really going to feel that in your tricep. Again, keep the back straight. Don't arch your back. Exhale as you extend that arm. And you can see it's just a hinge movement at my elbow. I'm not moving that shoulder at all. Okay, back to the rows here. Keeping the tummy tight, the back flat, the head up. Bringing that elbow past the rib cage. And again, I'm just showing you a modification so you don't have to fully extend that leg, that back leg, if it's too much for you. We're trying to do about 10 reps on each side, and if you wish to do more, by all means go ahead. or less, that's fine too. So here we go again with those tricep press backs. It's just a hinge motion at the elbow. And take your time. I'm just an example here. If I'm going too fast, slow it down. You don't have to do as many reps. This is your exercise time. I'm just an example. Okay, now we're going to do a fly. So again, our back is straight, our knees are bent slightly, and we're exhaling as we widen those arms. Keep the elbows bent to protect the shoulder blades. You want to think about, well, not just the shoulder blades, but the shoulders. You want to think about the shoulder blades touching at the spine. That's your imagination. Exhale as you lift those arms up. Nice work. Roll the shoulders back. Now we're going to bring those elbows together. We have our arms at a goalpost position, that's what I like to call this, and bring the elbows together. Now again, you don't have to have the cans or the weights in your arms for this, but do try to get your elbows close together. That's what we want to do. So I'm just putting those weights down now to show you don't need to have them, but the motion that we want is bringing the elbows together. You should feel a really nice stretch between your shoulder blades here. Great job. Roll the shoulders back. Now I'm grabbing my weights again. Oh, just one weight or two. You can put them together if you like, or you can just use one weight with your hands on both sides of the can of the weight. Okay, and we're going to drop the arms down and lift up. We're only bringing the arms up to shoulder height here. Remember to exhale as you lift, keeping the elbows bent slightly, protecting the shoulders, and do it at your pace. I might be going a little fast here. You're going to feel this a lot in your anterior deltoids in the front of your shoulders. So we're going to do what I call a chop here. So our legs are nice and wide. We're reaching up to the side and reaching down. So this is a total body exercise, but if you're not allowed to do this twisting, especially if you have osteo, you can reduce the twist by just going from side to side. And this is a great exercise for your abdominals as well as the shoulders. But if you can, try and get a nice deep reach on both sides. Bend the knee that you're going toward. And now we're going to do the other side. We're not done yet. That's it. And remember, if it's too much for you to go super high and deep like that, then you're just going to go to the hip. And that's perfectly fine. You're still getting the same upper body movement, upper body exercise, just not as intense in the lower body and not as much of a twist. Good work. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Roll those shoulders back. That's just awesome. Well, I think we've done really well with the exercises, so we're going to take some time to cool down and tell our body that it's time to stretch. Roll the shoulders back again. Motion is lotion. Bring one arm across the body at the chest and pull on that arm at the wrist with the other hand. You feel the stretch in your back as well as in the biceps and the triceps. Feels so good to stretch. Now this is a tricep stretch. You bring your arm over your head and pull on the elbow. Of course, if you have limitations as far as pulling that arm up, you don't need to do this stretch. Roll that shoulder back. Bring the other arm across the body, pulling at the wrist, feeling that really nice stretch. Don't forget to breathe even as you're stretching. I know sometimes we hold our breath when we stretch. And then bring that arm over the head and pull on that elbow to feel the stretch in the shoulder blade, and you'll even, in the shoulder blade, I should say, in the tricep, and you'll even feel it into the rib cage. Arch your back. Bring your tummy in. Extend your arms in front of you and you feel the stretch between the shoulder blades. It's a really nice stretch. Now to reverse that stretch, we're going to go the other direction. Drop your head down as you pull your arms to the back, and you'll feel the stretch in the chest and in the back of your neck. Bring your ear over to one shoulder, drop your head down and roll it to the other side, to the other shoulder, drop your head down and go to the other side again. Nice stretch for the neck and the shoulders. Look to the right and then look to the left, back to center. We're going to give our wrists some love, so keep your hands in a fist position and you'll feel more of an intense stretch. Forward and back with those hands, and then try and touch each finger to your thumb. This is really good for those small, fine motor skill finger muscles. And then try and rub the thumb down the inside of each finger as well. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in. One more time. Great job, everybody. I'm so glad you joined us, and we'll look forward to seeing you the next time.